Good evening. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, where I read books chapter by chapter and then give my commentation of each chapter twice a week. So, we are still reading, of course, A Savage and His Lady, and tonight I'll be reviewing chapter 4. And child, the ish hits the fan, and we hear from Tori. She has a narration here in this book in chapter 4. Matter of fact, she starts it off. So before we get into the bedtime stories, you know what time it is. Bedtime cocktails. Okay, tonight is going to be another very easy cocktail. Tonight is going to be screwdriver. And it's so easy. I did not even bring any jigger or shot glasses to make this. Okay? I'm going to finish up this bottle of new vodka. This was only about a $10, $11 at my local liquor store here in Atlanta. And so far, this has been really good. I didn't whittle down a little bit more, and we gonna polish this off tonight. Tonight. So we can move on to the next spirit for the next bedtime stories. So let's start off with, I'm just gonna eyeball. That's a lot. I'm gonna be drunk if I do that whole thing. So I would say it's about maybe a shot worth. Put a shot's worth in a high ball glass like so. You got the AKARA glass, which will be available shortly on my Springs account. And it will be in the description. I'm designing a new, I'm going to get a bedtime cocktail glass to be made so that you can get bedtime cocktails and follow along with me. Huh? Okay, so put about a shot or whatever amount of vodka you want in your highball glass, like this and like so. See, I'm going to put about half of what I have in this bottle. And if I want more, I'll put more. See that? See, I took about half of that. That might be a shot's worth of vodka in here. Might be a little bit more. And then you get you some orange juice or an orange juice blend. Like I have mango and orange juice mix. And you simply pour it in. Fill it up to however much you want in there. I think that's just finish it off. There it is. That's all my orange juice. Take that, take that, take that. Okay. So we're going to throw this away later after the bedtime stories. And I like to stir it up. Stir it up. Little darling. Stir it up. Just to get all the vodka and the orange juice all mixed in there. Stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Okay? No garnish needed for a screwdriver. And straw. A screwdriver. And did you know in the UK they call it a vodka and orange? So, boom, screwdriver. I told you it was easy. I told you it was easy. I told you it was easy. I really didn't put that much vodka in it because I can't taste it. But you do know that vodka was designed so that it didn't have a smell, and it was designed to be able to mix with many different mixers. Okay, you can use vodka for almost anything. Now, I know I said in a couple of videos to say that I don't really drink vodka. I just am not a light liquor drinker personally, but I don't hate vodka. I like vodka. Okay, I mean, it's fine. There's plenty of drinks that I drink that have vodka. Cosmopolitans, martinis, screwdrivers, or spiked any type of juice. So yeah, I don't dislike it. I just think it's a little common. It's too easy to go to because it can be mixed with so much things. I like a more seasoned liquor. I like a brown liquor, like I like my mint brown. Mm. I like my liquor like I like my mint brown. Ow, ow, ow. So anyway, that's all I have for you. I think I'm gonna pour a little bit more. I might as well just finish off this bottle. I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere tonight. There it goes. There it goes. That's all the new. So we're gonna put that aside. We're gonna use this bottle later. Okay. I am the queen of repurposing. So that's all we have. Screwdriver. Maybe I should have stirred it up once I added more vodka instead. Actually, one of the things I do like about vodka, side note, I don't know if this is going to make it into the final draft, but one thing I like about vodka is if you have a really good vodka, like this new, you can't even taste it. You can't even taste it. You can't even taste it. A good vodka, you shouldn't even be able to taste it. Child, there was a vodka brand back in the day that my younger brother introduced me to. It was like water. But I don't know if this is going to make it into it. Okay, now, let's get into the bedtime stories. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, based off the first 3 chapters, chapter 4 is a cakewalk, really. Tori, all I can tell you, I'm gonna just give you my first opinion of her comment, what she had to say, her narration portion, is she can shut up. You whore. Yes, I said it. I said what I said. She can shut up. Okay. And then to come to find out, let me get into it. So it starts off with Tori talking. And she said, she was like, what's going on? And what the F, girl? What you talking about? You have a baby with Kyra. What? And what type of woman keeps a baby from a dude? She was like, and he was like, she was calling her all kinds of bees and heifers and stuff like that. And De Niro was like, she said that he told her, watch your mouth. What you gonna do is watch your mouth. Kyra didn't do nothing against you. So what you not gonna do is call her out her name. Okay? And he said, she was like, and who is your wife? I mean, correction. Ooh, child, what if I'm predicting at the end of the book, what if they get married? Tori and De Niro. It's gonna be what movies I always reference since the beginning of this book. It's gonna be a brown sugar situation. Okay, he gonna marry Tori. If he does marry Tori, okay, it's gonna be a brown sugar situation for sure. Okay, but anyway, somehow I feel like that's not gonna happen. Okay, so she's kind of he's defending Kyra, and he's right though. He's right, but he's wrong. He's right and wrong. He's right about you don't need to call her out her name just because, you know, this situation. She didn't do anything to you. I'm just letting you know I have a child and I have a child by Kyra. You know what I'm saying? Um, but he's wrong because he the way she said it, he said it through clenched teeth. So that means it's like he was doing everything not to smack her. Okay? They said like you defended somebody, but I'm your woman. You know what I'm saying? So she goes on to say like she understands now what Nitro was saying. You need to watch. You know what I'm saying? But she also said the main thing she said was what he always been saying. So he's been saying this to her a few times. What movie I'm going to reference? Come on. Brown Sugar. Okay? Brown Sugar. Okay? It's like, I'm just saying, you know, it's apparent there's something going on here. You know, he's like, he told her that, like, look, I'm with you. Okay? And I said, who are you looking? She was like, who are you looking out for? Me or her? He's like, both of y'all. Okay? Basically, he's like, both of y'all. And she was like, I mean, because it's true. This is his child's mother now. This is more than just a friend, a sneaky link. This is his child's mother. So I have to look out for both of you. But child, let me tell you something. Okay, I'm not gonna skip. And then that kind of ends her scene. And then De Niro comes in talking about how Tori been tripping, and he was wondering like why all of a sudden, because before she wasn't worried about Kyra. She accepted the whole thing. And she's just like, I'm not concerned. So why he's wondering why she always sudden concerned about Kyra. But then he's like, I get it. So when she was away, when she was in jail doing time in Nitro's stead, the only women in my life was her, my sister, my mother. You know what I'm saying? So maybe now that there's a child involved, now she's feeling a little threatened. Okay. And she's threatened. But I don't know why. She fucking Nitro, remember? You know, I said everything to try to not cuss. Moving on. So De Niro was like, he kind of like, she should be concerned because I am in love with Kyra. And, you know, he said that he basically paid for her coming home party, but he asked his sister Denise, Nene for short, to front like she's doing the whole thing. So he just goes on to describe that his girl Tori is one of these light-skinned chicks. I don't have nothing against light-skinned people, except for some of y'all think that y'all better than other people. They just you come. It's like you have some white in you, some white Karen in you, that you think because everybody wants your light-skinned ass. Not everybody wants a light-skinned chick. Okay, so she's putting on makeup, and he says that she's not naturally blessed in tits and ass area. She's not blessed in the TNA area. Naturally. She admitted to him that she had gotten work done. Okay? Whereas in Kyra was naturally blessed with TNA. And she was a brown skinned girl. L. and her hair was down to, but he was starting to daydream about how Kyra looked when she, they were fussing and everything. But once she finished putting on her makeup, putting on her face, just like a light skinned chick. Oh, don't hate me, light skinned people. Good people are good people no matter what the color. Okay, I love all of you. Okay, but when it's time to pick sides, I'm picking dark skin every time, from the men to the friends. Okay, all right. I mean, if I had to, if I have to pick sides, I'm choosing what look like me. Okay, but if I don't have to choose, I love all of you. Come in, I love all of you. Okay. Um. So he's like, "You ready?" Snapping her. She says, "You ready?" So they're about to go to the party. He's like, it snapped him out of his daze, and his daydream talk of his love, his heart, his twin flame, his soulmate, his future wife. I'm just saying. But he tries to smooth it over on the way to the party by holding her hand and say, "Look, you okay?" And she's like, "Listen, man, I'm all right. I ain't worried about her." But she worried. She worried. She worried. And we're going to find out in a little bit. So that's the end of De Niro's narration. And then in comes Kyra, where she's talking about, she pulls up, of course, in the Jaguar XF to the party. And he said the party was popping at this restaurant called Agenda. Okay. I'm assuming it was a club called Agenda. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to have been, or if the author meant to say they pulled up to the venue. So I'm going to take it because I think Kiara Hope is incredibly smart, beautiful woman. Okay, she meant Agenda, and Agenda is the name of the spot, the venue that they went to, and she said she felt like a celebrity. Okay, like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and all them mother lovers. Okay, she felt like a superstar walking up in there. Yes, yes. Only thing was missing was paparazzi. She said she had on her Versace, and so did her man Nitro have on his Versace, and she had on her Manolo Blahnik heels, child, and he had on his matching hard bottoms. They was looking fresh to death, like $1,000,000. What? Okay, so she's looking good stepping out, on her fine man's arm. Like, that's right, baby. Okay, so she's looking good, and they're heading to the door. They're about to get in the VIP line, and then come to find, and then out of her peripheral, from her peripheral, she sees D and T walking up, holding hands. She's like, she roll the eyes, but whatever. But let me tell you how cold Kyra is. So they walk up and they're like, "Hey, Nitro and D. I'm gonna call him D. He gonna be D tonight. He's gonna be D." And Nitro and D is giving five, doing the daps up and everything. Hey, what's up? But and Tori hugs Nitro, and she says she ain't feeling that. You shouldn't feel that at all. So she, it's whatever, and it's like, and then D introduces Tori to Kyra. She was like, "Hello, this is Tori. Hello." And Kyra's like, she said she couldn't even bring herself to put her hand out to touch her hand. Okay, that's how much Kyra wasn't feeling Tori. Okay, but she saw in the corner of her eye, she looked at D, and D was like, he was giving him the same, just make it good for me, Kyra, okay, or I will not hear the end of it. Just please be cordial. And she was like, she said she mustered up a hey. You know what I'm saying? You heard what I said. If you heard what I said, raise your hands. So it was like, so right then and there, Kyra ain't about faking how she feels about somebody. So, and she's looking at her, and and then I guess Denise, knowing her friend, come running up, hey girl, come with me. And then Tyra was like, girl, you saved me, because I was about to whoop her, because I don't even like her. He said, I know, that's why I came and got you. So she led her to the VIP, and they partying up. Turn up, turn down for what? Do, 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 do. Okay, turn down for what? And they didn't turn her. They turned all the way up. She's partying. They're in their section. They got bottles. They got two men's with money. So they're getting the good stuff. And they're turning down. And she said she did notice that Miss Tori was always looking at De Niro, or looking at her and giving her a stank face, or not even, she didn't give her a stank face, she just kept looking at her like, yes, I'm the problem. Okay. If you have to tell your man to stop talking to me, then I'm the problem in your relationship. Yeah, she's like, I'm the one. She's like, I'm the one that you're gonna have to tell your man to block, because he's gonna keep on calling me. Hello. So she's like looking at her, and she said, and then I swear I saw her wink at Nitro. She did. You weren't crazy. And you're right. Your discernment is strong with you, Kyra. Okay? She ain't ish. Okay? She ain't ish. Neither is Nitro. He was right. He's an ass. Because he's sleeping with. But, in his defense, though. he didn't do that until she went away. And she knew he was sleeping with somebody. He didn't go all them years without sleeping with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, but he at her? Oh, child. So they're in there, and then her and De Niro, she said literally her and De Niro's song came on, and guess what song it was? Soon as I get home, I'll make it up to you. I would do what I gotta do. Soon as I get home, I'll make it up to you. And she was on the couch, standing on the couch, singing. She said, singing into the Hennessy bottle. She was toast to the floor. She's like, she didn't even recognize that she was standing on the couch. I would stand on my couch, but I don't want to. So she's like singing into the Hennessy bottle. Do what I gotta do. So she out there just acting a whole fool, and Nene, aka Denise, De Niro's sister, was saying like, "Oh girl, this is going on world. This is going on Snapchat. Okay, I'm gonna." She's videoing this, and this is going on Snapchat. Okay, and it's gonna be like, it's probably the caption is gonna be, "My girl just got out. She is having a good time. We having a party, and look at what we got her doing, standing up there doing karaoke in the club with a Hennessy bottle, right?" And so all of a sudden, Tori gets up and walks over to De Niro, and she's like trying to mark her territory by going up to him and kissing. It's like as soon as she saw her kissing on De Niro, it made her sick to her stomach, and so she went down. She got off the couch and bumped past De Niro and Tori to get to the bathroom because she had to vomit. Okay, like, it wasn't the liquor. Don't blame it on the alcohol, Kyra. Don't blame it on the alcohol. Just the vision of that heifer sitting up there kissing the one you really love, okay, in the mouth. And then when you find out what she been doing, okay, you're going to get even more sicker. You're going to even get more sick of her, okay? So she's goes to the bathroom. She goes in the stall to start vomiting, all over the place. Well, in the toilet. She didn't say all over the place. And when she came out the stall, she saw Denise and Nitro in the women's bathroom. And she's like, Nitro, what are you doing in here? He said, I'm checking on you. No, he didn't say checking on you. He said, I'm checking on your drunk butt. Okay? And she's like, well, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I just need to go outside. You see, like, Denise, can you come with me outside? He's like, sure, no problem. So she goes outside to the patio area to kind of chill out and cool down from all her soon as I get home. And her girl, Denise, is sitting up here looking at her, sipping on some water like, you was a whole fool, just nickeling and cracking up and chuckling at her. As she should, because she was acting a fool. She's like, whatever. She's like, so Denise was like, girl, you a whole fool, child. And then she hears De Niro's voice like, hey, you okay? And she looked back at him and she rolled her eyes like, yeah, I'm fine. She said, no, she ain't. Denise was like a true friend. Okay, no, she ain't. She is drunk as hell. Okay, and she in her feelings. Okay, and so what was it? Akara was like, girl, that's not the word she said. If you want to know what she said, read the book. Get the book. It's available on Amazon. Okay. She said, girl, she said, whatever. Then he's like, whatever. Y'all need to stop. Y'all play too many games for me. Okay. Because you, D, ain't studying Tori, and you sure enough, Kyra, ain't studying Nitro. It's just us out here on this patio. We just might as well be honest about the situation. Y'all need to stop playing games and be together for your daughter. Right? And she was like, they were like, whatever. And then here comes Miss Stank Face, Tori, coming out there with the stank face. She did say that was the face she gave, coming out like, so this is why I can't find you? You out here all in her face? And she was like, ooh, she's like, ooh, she was saying to Kyra was like, ooh, she big bad, ain't she? He's like, so I'm sorry, it was funny. She was like, because I could, if it was me, I'd be just like Kyra. I'd be like, she big mad, ain't she? She mad at you. You better go. And then she, Kyra started to walk away, but then Miss T grew some gonads and got in front of her. Let me tell you something. Don't think because you have a baby by my man that you gonna put your claws in him. He's my man. And she was like, my people, Newsflash, baby girl. Are you sure he your man? Are you sure? I'm just saying, you should be concerned. You should be very concerned. Okay. And she was like, oh, I can't believe she left her. He said, you should be very concerned. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the chapter ends with Tori with her mouth open. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time she's had her mouth open. Okay? I'm just saying. The mic ain't the only place she be spitting. If you know what I mean. But anyway. We're not gonna say no more. But that's all there is to say. Is that Kyra left her there at the end of chapter 4 with her mouth open, like, I can't believe you said that. So she left. She told Denise, look, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go because she need to get out of there before she a whoop a whoop a bee. Okay, she was ready to fight. Kyra just seems like she's the type that will. I mean, I like the fact that she's honest. Like, I can't even bring myself to shake your hand and fake it like I like you. I don't even like you. That's why I say she's a Capricorn. Now, I'm fake as fuck. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Damn, I'm fake as hell. Okay, I'm a whole fake. Yes, I code switch. Okay, I know how to be courteous in front of you. But there's times when it's like, if I don't like you, I just don't like you. Okay. And the nicest thing I can do towards you is not say nothing at all. That's the best bet for me. Is to not say a daggone thing. Because I'm going to put my foot in my mouth for sure. I'm just saying. So, that's the end of the chapter. Now the question is, what we're going to do for what's the next scandalous thing? Are they going to find out in the next chapter that Tori and Nitro has been sleeping together? I don't think so. That'll be just too much. I see it starting to die down, and I think the way it's like climax. Chapter 4 was like, and then maybe chapter 5 and 6 is going to be just keeping the storyline. But there's going to be something else that comes in there, and I don't know what it is. So the question is, when are they going to find out about Tori and Nitro? And I doubt it that quickly. I mean, Nitro seems to not give a fuck about her and Dee's relationship at all. They seem to not give a care about whatever's going on there. It's none of his business. Okay, even though he knows that there's more there than just friendship. Duh, everybody knows now because they have a baby together. Okay, so, but Nigel seems like he don't care. He don't care. He doesn't care, and he doesn't care at all. Except for that little bit of in his feelings when they had in chapter 3 when he was trying to shoot up the club. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ask somebody because I'm not going to tell you here. And what she said was, when she explained why she didn't want him to shoot up the club, And why she was mad because he shot up the club was he was like, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry, my bad. I mean, whatever. Hey, will there be a final falling out between De Niro and Kyra where they actually go their separate ways? Or will they really end up together? Is Nitro going to make it to the end of the book? That's just a long term question. Will he even make it to the end of the book? Will is Tori going to all of a sudden turn up preggers to kind of solidify her relationship with D? And why is she really with him if you messing around with Nitro? You know, why are you messing with D when you messing around with Nitro? Are you know what I'm saying? Why are you threatened when you have another man? That's crazy to me. Well, I don't know. I don't have any more questions, and I'm starting to feel this screwdriver. So I'm gonna let y'all go now. I will see you next time on the Bedtime Stories with Chapter 5, where we gonna get some more answers to this whole situation. So, bye bye. You all have a wonderful evening. Okay? And I'll see you next time. Bye.